Hello and welcome. This video is to help you navigate through PlanetBids. First, what you'd like to do is enter through the Long Beach City website. Go to Financial Management, where they have prepared a video for you of how to become a registered vendor. After you've become a registered vendor and you want to go to PlanetBids to enter your bid, just click on this on the right-hand side. Open Flash Player, and you'll go straight to the PlanetBids portal for Long Beach. Here you'll see the new vendor registration, bid opportunities, and certified vendors. You want to go to the green button in the lower right-hand corner to log in. You'll enter your email, not my email, that you use to set up your vendor profile. Your email, your password, and again, push the green button to go into accessing the information that we want to see, which is the bid opportunities. When you've clicked on the bid opportunities, you'll be led to a list of all of the city's bids, opened and closed. And it shows you when the bids were posted, the categories of businesses they're looking for and nonprofits, the project title, the invitation code, which you'll need to reference in your bid, the due date, how many days are remaining, the stage that they're in, whether it's an open bid, it's closed, award is pending, and then how they want the submission to take place. Electronic is most common, but sometimes there is an option for paper, or only paper is requested, but it's mostly electronic. So an easy way to find what you're looking for is to use the search area in the upper left-hand side. If you enter a keyword like COVID, for example, that's pretty much all you need to get all of the bids that are having anything to do with COVID projects. And you can go ahead if you want to and choose into stage. You could go the bidding or they're closed. But for right now, why don't we just pick all? And you could do any of these things. Like, I know it's due in December. You could put the due date's December and then just push search. And it gets us our abbreviated list. So there's 4 open COVID related projects open. So let's look at this one in particular. CARES COVID Community Support Services. This tells me a little bit about it. I'm not clicking. I just put my cursor on the file and let it sit there and it opened right up. Here's the next one and the next one. So this particular one, the Community Support Services, I find this really interesting. So why don't we double click on that and we'll be led to more information. This is still somewhat abbreviated. It tells me when it's due. It tells me it's electronic only. It's a lump sum award. And then here are all of the different kinds of businesses and nonprofits that they're interested in this one request for proposals. So I want to move forward with that. We go back up here through our navigation bar. This is all of the stages of the bidding process. So we just follow along left to right throughout the process. So first we go to documents and addenda. Here are 3 files that I need to download. Now we've logged into my portal and you can see I've already downloaded all of these. It's important, even if you've done this before and you already know the instructions for entering electronic proposals, you still need to download that from the portion of this portal. It lets PlanetBids know that you're being compliant, that you've been informed of this information. If you don't download it, at the end, it'll tell you that you needed to download something. So you just want to do it from the get-go. So I just double clicked on it. I get this option, download. I'm going to save it. I've saved it already, so I'm replacing it. It will ask you where you want to save yours. You can also just view it. And this is a very important document. When you are inputting your eBid, when you're all ready, you will follow these instructions step by step. It is very helpful and makes it very easy for you to complete your eBid. So don't lose this. Then we push done. The same goes with the RFP, which asks you all of the questions. The meat of the project is in the RFP file, which is also a PDF. And then the cost response form, which is an Excel file. That is not always here. So this is very helpful. So if we go here, download, I'm going to save that, replace for me, it'd be saved for you. And I want to show you what that looks like. So here's the cost response form that the city has developed for this particular bid for you to make it easy. So you're going to fill out your cost estimates for this project in this. Whoops. And it will ask you later to attach this when you submit your whole bid. So this is a very easy, straightforward way to keep your budget going. Okay. So you'll push done after you've done that. And you want to go to the next tab. Again, we're going left to right here through the process of the bid. This is addenda and emails. Anytime the city has something to tell you that is helpful to you, something has changed, maybe the due date has changed, maybe there's an additional requirement, anything like that gets posted in this section of PlanetBids. If they've sent out an email to everybody, that will go here. It makes it nice so you can go into your PlanetBids portal and see everything that you need to see before you submit your eBid. In each addendum, usually there's a form that you need to fill out that says you acknowledge that you received that. So if they've changed one of the criteria, if they've moved the date, anything like that, you're going to need to download that, fill out the form, and then when you place the eBid, it will ask you for that form to submit that you've signed it and acknowledged that. Okay, so you always want to make sure that you check in here throughout the process and especially before you're ready to place your eBid. This next tab is the prospective bidders. Now, this is truly just the prospective bidders because the bid is not due yet. These are people, and right now there's 119 different organizations that have downloaded these documents and attachments. They're interested in this. They want to read through it and see if they can apply, see if they fit in it. Now, do not let the number intimidate you. This will collapse. It will become teams of people. If you're looking for a particular vendor who does something that you don't, you can go to this prospective vendors and find somebody who can fill that position on your team. If you are a smaller vendor and you want to be part of a larger organization, you can find somebody who may be bidding as a prime contractor. And so that information will be in here anytime you can collaborate or anything like that. In this column, the type, this gives you what their certifications are. So for instance, the United Cambodian Community has these vendor types. So they're a City of Long Beach Small Business Certified, they're Minority Business Enterprise, and they're a micro business. So that's helpful when you're building a diverse team, that you engage the help from different kinds of vendors that are also interested in this bid. Okay. And the status is just right now, they're just bidders. And sometimes you'll find someone that'll say non-bidder because they're just want to see what's out there and they've decided they're not going to bid. Okay. So again, don't let this number intimidate you. Okay. The next part would be the bid results. Now this bid doesn't have bid results. See how it's gray? It's a light gray. You can't click on bid results or awards yet because it's not due yet. Another thing in the PlanetBids portal, your mouse does not let you scroll. You have to go to the side slider to maneuver through lists. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and push done and go to another closed. So this bid here, the grocery, food, and meal delivery, has an award pending. Okay, so we go through here, and it was a CARES COVID grocery, food, and meal delivery for residents. Here were their documents. Here's their addenda. They actually had an extension. And here are some emails that they sent to all bidders. You don't get the email unless you've downloaded the documents and attachments. That's how they know to send you the actual emails. Okay. And then the prospective bidders, there were 89 prospective bidders. The bid results, the people who actually turned in a bid, went down to 28. So when it came down to it, it worked out for 28 of these people. 28 of the 89 decided this was worth their effort to submit a proposal. Okay. And then we go to awards. An award is pending to 4 vendors. So to help me help you, TGIS Catering, 5,000 Pies, and one in Long Beach. Okay. So that means that they've been offered the award, and there's a period that they need to wait until it's approved, and then they can enter into a contract with the city. Okay, I'm just going to push done to go back to the whole list, which the whole list is still under my keyword, which is nice. It keeps it there for you. So let's go back to this one that we find interesting. When it is time, I have put together all of my whole team. I've answered all of the questions. I've filled out all of the attachments. I've acknowledged any addenda that I've seen. And it's time for me to place my bid. I click on place e-bid. Don't be afraid. So first it gives you the terms and conditions of City of Long Beach. You accept that after you read it. The terms and conditions of the PlanetBids system, you accept that after you've read it. And then you go in and you put who is the person who the city should communicate with. Okay, for me, it's me. So I would fill in my information. If it could be a grant writer is filling in and they put the executive director. Whoever is the main spokesperson for that organization is who should respond here. Then we go to attachments, and it asks me the cost file, which was that Excel file. So I want to upload my completed file, the response file, which will be my narrative of everything that I'm going to do to tackle this RFP, the attachments A through H. So pay attention here. It's all of the attachments A through H. And those are different forms, government forms, etc., that you need to fill out and then attach as one file. If they were attaching a separate, it would be attachment A, then a new line attachment B, then a new line attachment C. So remember that you're going to need to scan those all in together as one file because that's how they're getting attached. Addenda acknowledgement, if any. So that's, remember we were talking about that there is a form included in an addendum that you would have to fill out and acknowledge that you received that. One of the great things about PlanetBids is if you don't have everything all at once, you can upload it as you go and then push save. So that will save without submitting. And so you don't have to submit till you have everything up and loaded. And then you'd push that magic button. I'm going to push cancel because I'm not bidding. And you go back here. So I'm going to say we're done. And I'm going to go to home and I'm going to now stop. So I'll push the red button and log out. I hope that was helpful. Happy bidding.